I get a lot of people sending me messages asking, how can I find old school games? How can I build my vintage collection? Blah blah blah. And as a businessman and doing what I do, I probably shouldn't be giving you too many tips on it, but I'm going to. For those who are really patient, who are really adamant about building their collections, I'm going to give you some tips. Now, these are places that I go and places where I found great deals. I won't lie. A portion of my collection is just walk through the door of my store. It's one of the perks of doing what I do. But there have been a lot of other places that I found a lot of items for my collection. If you've never seen my collection, if you're not already subscribed to my other channel, go to Gamer Muzz, Gamer M-U-Z-Z, and just right up there in your little YouTube search window, and you'll see a lot of what I have, and you'll know that I have been building a collection for 10 years and that it's becoming pretty nice. So go ahead, take a look at that, then listen to what I have to say here, and it may help you out. So first of all, yard sales. You've probably stopped at a million yard sales and very rarely seen anything, but you gotta keep looking at yard sales. Whenever you see a yard sale, stop. If you don't see games at the yard sale, ask. Find the person in charge, say, hey, do you have any video games laying around? A lot of times they have some old games laying around inside the house. They didn't think they were worth anything, or they just didn't think to put them out, and they'll bring them out and say, hey, what do you give me? And they'll be willing to part with them for next to nothing. So keep that in mind. Always, always, always ask. Also look in your paper and look for listings. A lot of people list yard sales. And I have friends who go through and circle them all, check them off as they hit them on a Saturday morning, and they do pretty well. Now, you'll walk away with nothing a lot of times, but it really doesn't hurt you to go look, especially on a Saturday morning when you have nothing better to do. So keep that in mind. Also try your local thrift stores. Thrift stores can oftentimes have vintage stuff for next to nothing. And at the same time, you'll find PlayStations and GameCubes and all that without wires and controllers, and they want $30 for them. You'll see ridiculous stuff like that. But at the same time, you look for the deals because they might be there. Another thing you might want to look at are your local flea markets. If you have a flea market in the area, maybe one that just sets up on the weekends, or we have some around here that are just like little storefronts inside of a big building and you can go around. Sometimes you'll find good deals at those. Then sometimes you'll have the guy who has a loose gold Zelda cart and he wants $50 for it because he thinks it's super rare. So you'll see all kinds of stuff like that, but it's still worth checking out. And if you don't find something at one of these places, don't just write the place off and never go back. Check every couple weeks. Keep checking. If you see a yard sale, always stop. Don't just pass by them because you don't see any TVs or electronic equipment laying out. Always stop. You never know. They may have it in a box, they may have it under a table, they may have it in the house. So it's always worth asking. Now, for those of you who want to keep track of your collections, there are some online places you can go and type in all the UPC labels and all that stuff, but what I find is my favorite way of keeping track of my collection and then always being able to have it with me and access it very quickly, one of these. There are actually two of these out there, and the first one covers like the first through whatever generation, and this one covers like the 32X, the 32-bit systems, the 16-bit systems, the handhelds of the time. Everything listed here. You can go to digitpress.com and find these. These are priceless in my opinion. And I'm not one to throw plugs out to other websites and stuff. As a matter of fact, if you look, I've never done it. But this is gold, man. If you get one of these, you will love it. What it has is just complete lists of every game, a lot of times descriptions of the game, who developed the game. They have a rarity guide, and they give you approximations on how much it's worth. Their prices aren't great, but they do give you an idea. And the rarity guide is pretty dead on. So I really, really suggest getting the collector's guides from Digital Press. And that way you can keep track. What I do is this. I'll even tell you what I do. If there's a game that I have they have a little box for a check mark. So if I have just the cartridge to the game, I highlight the box and the name of the game. If I have the cartridge in the box it came in, then I highlight it and I exit out. So going through here, I know, like, I have complete versions of, you know, whatever game, and then if I come across a game like at a flea market and it's just the cart, I can look in here and go, oh, well, yeah, I already have that. Or if they have it with the box, I can look in here and say, oh, well, shoot, I don't have it with the box, and I can pick it up with the box. And it really helps a lot, because when you start to build your collection, you will start to forget what you have. So that's that. You don't want to be buying doubles. If you haven't already, like I said, go check out Gamer Muzz on YouTube and look at my collection and add me, subscribe to me on that page as well. And good luck. Good luck building your collections. We're all gamers. I wish you all the best, and I hope you end up with huge, phenomenal collections, Room of Doom collections. And I look forward to seeing you guys all build your collection. So you guys have been sending me messages. Keep sending me messages. If you find a good deal, let me know about it, because I want to share in your glory. And that's that.